Dusk Beyond the End of the World, episode 2 is now here for you guys to go and check out. We're going to talk about it. Smash your thoughts down below, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and let's talk about episode 2 right now. So, Dusk Beyond the End of the World, episode 2 has now aired, and I didn't get around to making episode 1's review because I was a bit late, so I'm going to go into a bit of a mixture of episode 1 and 2. I'm going to give you a full, whole review of it all. So, firstly, the first episode was freaking awesome. Like, this is like sci-fi, right up my alley. And bro, when she pulls out that lightsaber in the very first episode, I'm sitting there, I'm like, this is like anime meets Star Wars. Like, obviously we have Star Wars Visions, which is something I really, really like. I was like, okay, am I going to get a full story with this? And I think episode 1 does such a great job at investing you into the characters and getting you integrated into the world itself and making you want to go back and visit it. And not to mention, the badassery that we saw in episode 1 was freaking awesome, man. Bro, when she turns up with the lightsaber and then transforms her arm into that giant freaking plasma gun thingy and just destroys this whole entire mountain, I was not expecting that. But it was freaking awesome. So obviously we have our main character, Akira, who wakes up 200 years in the future. And he finds out that Japan is not the Japan that he once knew. It is completely changed. There's this new government that's now overseeing everything called AO. And he gets introduced to the severe nature of this organization and what they're willing to do. And how they have literally become a dictatorship, essentially. Then we roll into episode 2. Obviously, we have the cyborg android saving Akira and then saying, like, I want you to marry me. And this is where Akira notices that this particular robot, android, cyborg looks just like his fiance from the past. And he's like, okay, this is a bit weird. Like, you're not her, but you look just like her. Something's not right. So he wants to go on this journey to go and find her because he's thinking maybe she's alive. And when he goes back to the place where he came from in the cryo chamber that is now completely destroyed, we get introduced to 2 more androids who show up, bro. One of them shows up with a freaking samurai sword with a katana, and she's badass. And I'm sitting there like, okay. And then we have this other one that just appears that looks majestic, like an angel almost. And I'm thinking, oh, so these 2 have been set up as like the our villains of the organization that come in and do all this dirty work. And it was freaking awesome to watch. I'm not gonna lie, like when she was coming with the katana and doing her stuff, I was like, yeah, I need to see her fight the chick with the lightsaber. I need to see that happen. So that all happens, and I'm really liking this journey and this relationship of how they're building Akira with him being from the past, him having all these values of the past life, now into this essentially wastelandic sort of lawless sort of state in a way, sort of, where he's in this position now where he must make decisions and choices because everyone wants him. He's a relic, according, because he's passed in the old world, so he's deemed as a relic. And you know, he has this android that's looking after her, but they all want her as well. And he meets this young lady who is an artist, and she's like, I can take you to the mountain. You know, we can go past all the checkpoints here and everything like that. And when they get there, this is where we find out that there's actually this term that is no, for the people who are basically being taken in by AO as criminals, essentially, and they are made to do certain things. Now, this isn't people who go and murder people. This is just like standard stuff like having contraband. And for example, the girl here has a book that her parents made. Can't have that. So, therefore, she's now part of that. And I think you get the hint that she kind of is when you're watching and you notice the little freaking barcode on her back. And I'm thinking, okay, that barcode must mean she's one of them. And then when the reveal happens and she turns them in, you know, Akira and the android now have to make a decision to get out of there. And this is where we get introduced to another officer who might be the villain that you just want to see get pounded and destroyed and just killed instantly. Did not like that character at all. As soon as it popped, I was like, yeah, this character needs to go. It needs to die because you can just feel that this character does not give a shit except for the promotion that it wants. That is it. It straight up wants the promotion and it needs to go. Like, I can't wait to see the next episode and how that's all going to entail. And, dude, it was so satisfying when the girl punches him in the nuts and he's like, oh, and then she's like, Akira, get out of here. And then Akira and that jump away. But what makes this sequence so great and makes this development of Akira as a character and the relationship that he's building with this android is the android's like, we need to go. And Akira, being someone from the old times and everything, has this moral compass of, no, I can't just leave her there. I need to go save her. I need to go help her. And the android doesn't understand this. It's like, no, that goes against everything my moral, programming goes against. I can't do that. We're not going to do that. And Kira's like, no, I'm going to do that. I need to do that. And he says, I need your help. You need to come with me. And the android's like, no, I can't. I'll only go with you if you marry me. And he's like, typical. You're an android, so you don't understand the emotion that we are feeling right now. And I think that's big for the Akira character already. It's showing you that he is human and that he understands the circumstances of how Al used this young girl to get to them. And that she was just doing everything she can to keep her dream alive. And Akira notices that. And I'm loving what they're already doing with this character in Akira. It's so freaking good because it instantly grabs you and attaches you straight to that character because you're like, yeah, this guy in a world that is devastated by war, that has a dictatorship, that has androids running around killing people and stuff, you have this human being who cares for the other people, who cares because they are human as well and understands their situation. And now the whole cliffhanger ending is him going back to try and save her. I can't wait for the next episode. I think the animation was great as well. The story is fantastic. I'm really loving the story. To me, I thought, okay, after the first episode, I was like, okay, this is going to be like this action sci-fi, which I absolutely love. Don't get me wrong. I'm a huge sci-fi fan. You guys all know that. I love sci-fi movies. I love sci-fi TV shows, and I love sci-fi anime. So I'm thinking, okay, this is going to be sci-fi action and that. But it's a lot deeper than that. There is actually a lot of story already happening, a lot of world building, and a lot of character work and relationship building that I was not expecting after the very first episode. And I'm very intrigued to see if they can maintain this and continue it moving forward now and keep me invested in these new characters they're introducing. Like this little girl gets introduced, and I'm already interested in this character and what her backstory is and how she's going to become a part of this crew and what the development's going to happen, how she's going to build this relationship with Akira. And then you got Akira who just instantly grabs you and you're like, yeah, I'm rooting for this guy. I want this guy to figure out everything. So I really enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys thought of episode 2. Did you guys enjoy it? Did you not? Smash it down in the comment section below. Smash that like button. Click subscribe. And I'll see you guys next video. Until then, stay safe and peace out.